Welcome, horror enthusiasts, to Top 10 Horror Channel. Each video promises to deliver gripping narratives, captivating visuals, and a dose of adrenaline-inducing suspense. So, subscribe and hit that notification bell to join our community of thrill seekers and stay up to date with our latest bone-chilling adventures. Now, without further ado, let the journey begin.
Number 1. The Phantom Vehicle. Once upon a moonlit night, Sarah embarked on a solitary drive along a desolate stretch of road. The atmosphere was thick with an eerie stillness, and the distant howl of the wind added an extra touch of unease to the journey. Little did she know that this drive would forever change her perception of the world. As Sarah navigated the winding path, her eyes caught a glimpse of something peculiar in the rearview mirror. A set of dim headlights that seemed to appear out of thin air, piercing through the darkness. Curiosity mingled with a creeping sense of dread as she realized there was no other car in sight moments ago. Pulse quickening, Sarah attempted to rationalize the phenomenon, convincing herself it was a mere trick of the light. However, the phantom vehicle continued to tailgate her, its headlights casting an ominous glow on the road ahead. Each turn she took, it followed faithfully, as if guided by some unseen force. A chill ran down Sarah's spine as she realized the inexplicable nature of the situation. Gripping the steering wheel tighter, she pressed on, desperate to escape the clutches of the spectral car. But no matter how fast she drove or how many detours she attempted, the phantom vehicle persisted, its presence looming like a persistent shadow. Fear consumed Sarah as she considered the possibility that this was no ordinary car. Could it be a vengeful spirit or an otherworldly entity, tethered to the road for reasons unknown? Thoughts raced through her mind, filled with tales of tragic accidents and spectral encounters. The night grew darker, the road stretching endlessly before her. Fatigue and terror began to take their toll, clouding her judgment. In a moment of desperation, Sarah mustered the courage to confront the entity. She pulled over to the side of the road, heart pounding in her chest. With trembling hands, she stepped out of her vehicle and turned to face the phantom car. To her astonishment, the headlights flickered and revealed a distorted reflection. A spectral figure sitting behind the wheel, its face obscured by darkness. Chill breeze swept through the night, whispering words Sarah could not comprehend. Summoning her courage, Sarah raised her voice, demanding answers. "What do you want from me? Why are you haunting me?" she called out into the abyss. Silence enveloped the scene for a moment, and then a faint whisper echoed through the night, carried by the wind. Forgiveness. Confused yet compelled, Sarah approached the phantom car cautiously, her trepidation mixing with a newfound empathy. As she drew nearer, she saw fragments of a tragic accident replaying in her mind. Tires screeching, metal twisting, and shattered glass. It was a scene she had long repressed. Realization struck Sarah like a bolt of lightning. The phantom vehicle was not a malevolent force, but a restless spirit trapped in a cycle of sorrow and regret. The entity sought redemption, closure from the world it left behind. In an act of empathy, Sarah extended her hand toward the ghostly figure, offering forgiveness and solace. As her hand made contact with the spectral form, a brilliant flash of light erupted, illuminating the night sky. The phantom car dissipated into the ether, leaving Sarah standing alone on the road, her heart heavy yet relieved. From that day forward, Sarah's perspective on the supernatural shifted. She became a listener to the whispers of forgotten souls, a seeker of understanding and resolution. And as she continued her drives along desolate roads, she carried the memory of the phantom vehicle, a reminder that even in the realm of the supernatural, compassion and forgiveness can set both the living and the dead free. Number 2. The Vanishing Hitchhiker. Once upon a time, in a small town nestled amidst rolling hills, there existed a tale of the vanishing hitchhiker, a haunting story that sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to listen. It was said that on the outskirts of town, where the road stretched like a ribbon through the countryside, a solitary figure would appear in the dead of night. Late one evening, as rain poured relentlessly from the heavens, a weary traveler named James found himself driving along that very road. The wind howled, the wipers struggled to keep up with the downpour, and James longed for the comfort of his warm home. As he navigated the treacherous curves, James's eyes caught sight of a figure standing at the side of the road. Clad in a tattered coat, drenched by the rain, and seemingly stranded, the person seemed lost and in need of assistance. Filled with empathy, James pulled over and rolled down the window. "Do you need a ride?" he asked, his voice barely audible above the storm. The hitchhiker's face remained hidden beneath a hood, but a voice, soft and distant, responded, "Yes, please. I'm trying to get home." Without hesitation, James unlocked the passenger door, and the hitchhiker climbed in, their presence bringing a chilling air into the vehicle. James attempted to engage in conversation, but the hitchhiker remained eerily silent, their gaze fixed ahead. As they continued down the road, James became increasingly unsettled. The hitchhiker's presence seemed to cast a shadow over the car, their silence growing more unnerving with each passing mile. James's pulse quickened, his instincts warning him of something amiss. Approaching a bend in the road, James turned his head to ask a question, only to find the passenger seat empty, a void where hitchhiker had once sat. Shocked and bewildered, he swerved to the side of the road. Heart pounding in his chest. Frantically searching the surroundings, James found no trace of the hitchhiker. It was as if they had vanished into thin air, leaving behind only a faint echo of their voice and a lingering sense of unease. Over time, James discovered he wasn't alone in his encounter. The tale of the vanishing hitchhiker was etched into the town's history, passed down through generations. Each account mirrored his own, a driver extending a helping hand, only to have their mysterious passenger disappear without a trace. Some believed the hitchhiker was a lost soul, forever trapped between the realms of the living and the dead, a specter seeking solace in the kindness of strangers. Others spoke of a tragic accident on that very road, claiming the lives of a young couple, forever doomed to roam the desolate highway. As the years went by, James became a guardian of the tale, sharing the cautionary story with others who journeyed along the haunted road. He warned them to be wary of offering rides to those who appeared lost, for they may be encountering the vanishing hitchhiker, an ethereal enigma that defied explanation. And so, the legend lived on, a reminder that sometimes the most harrowing encounters are not with the supernatural alone, but with the mysteries of the human spirit. The vanishing hitchhiker became a haunting reminder that sometimes, in acts of compassion, we may encounter forces beyond our comprehension, forces that vanish into the night, leaving us forever wondering about the thin veil between our world and the unknown.
Number 3. The Haunted Shortcut. Deep within the heart of a dense forest, where ancient trees whispered secrets and the air carried an otherworldly chill, lay a hidden path known only as the Haunted Shortcut. It was said to be a treacherous route, reserved for those seeking a faster journey, but at a cost that few were brave enough to pay. One fog-laden evening, Maya found herself in desperate need of a shortcut. She had lost her way while traveling through unfamiliar territory and faced the prospect of arriving late to an important meeting. Ignoring the whispers of caution in her mind, she decided to take the infamous haunted shortcut. As Mia turned onto the narrow, winding road, an eerie silence enveloped her. The forest seemed to hold its breath, watching her intently as she ventured further into its depths. Shadows danced on the edge of her vision, whispering secrets she could not decipher. As she progressed along the shortcut, strange occurrences began to unfold. Unearthly mists rolled across the road, obscuring her vision and distorting the shapes of the surrounding trees. Whispers grew louder, filling the air with an otherworldly chorus that sent chills down her spine. Suddenly, the engine sputtered and died, leaving Maya stranded in the middle of the haunted shortcut. Panic set in as she desperately tried to restart the car, but her efforts were in vain. Darkness pressed in from all sides, and the forest seemed to close in around her, as if mocking her audacity. With a trembling hand, Maya reached for her phone to call for help, only to find it devoid of signal. She was trapped in an eerie limo, a prisoner of the haunted shortcut. Desperation surged within her, and she resolved to continue on foot, hoping to find civilization and escape the clutches of the supernatural. As Maya ventured into the inky blackness, she became acutely aware of unseen eyes watching her every movie. The forest seemed alive, its ancient trees whispering secrets and casting elongated shadows that danced along her path. An inexplicable force tugged at her senses, urging her to turn back, but the allure of escape kept her going. Through the mist and darkness, Mia stumbled upon an old, dilapidated house. Its windows were broken and its walls sagged with age, exuding an atmosphere of desolation and despair. Despite her trepidation, Mia stepped inside, hoping to find help or answers to the mysteries that plagued her journey. Within the decaying walls, Maya discovered relics of the past, a collection of faded photographs, an old diary, and fragments of memories long forgotten. As she pieced together the fragments, a tragic tale unfolded. A tale of lost souls, restless spirits, and a curse that had befallen the shortcut. Determined to break the curse and find her way back to safety, Maya set out on a quest to unravel the secrets of the haunted shortcut. Through trials and encounters with spectral entities, she delved into the tragic history of the forest, unearthing the pain and sorrow that had trapped the spirits within. With each revelation, Mia's resolve grew stronger. She faced spectral apparitions, listened to their stories, and offered them solace and understanding. Her acts of compassion began to lift the weight of the curse as the spirits found peace and redemption in her presence. Finally, Maya emerged from the haunted shortcut, the forest's grip loosening as she stepped onto familiar ground. The once oppressive silence was replaced with the sounds of life, and the shadows that had haunted her journey dissipated into the daylight. From that day forward, Mia carried the knowledge and empathy she had gained from her encounter with the haunted shortcut. She became a guardian of its secrets, warning others of its dangers, but also encouraging them to approach.
Number 4. The Unseen Passenger. In a bustling city filled with honking cars and hurried pedestrians, there existed a legend of the unseen passenger, a mysterious presence that hitched rides with unsuspecting drivers. It was said that this enigmatic entity would appear fleetingly, leaving a lingering sense of intrigue and unease in its wake. One moonlit night, Emily, a taxi driver known for her resilience and fearlessness, embarked on her usual shift. As she cruised through the city streets, her eyes caught a glimpse of movement in the rearview mirror. A flicker of movement in the rearview mirror. A flicker of movement, a silhouette that vanished as quickly as it appeared. Curiosity piqued. Emily glanced over her shoulder, only to find an empty back seat. Confusion etched across her face as she continued driving, dismissing the incident as a trick of the light. Yet, as the night progressed, the presence of the unseen passenger persisted, leaving her with a mix of wonder and apprehension. Each time Emily picked up a new passenger, a strange energy filled the air, a feeling of someone else occupying the empty seat. She sensed their presence even if they remained unseen. Whispers of breath, faint rustling, and a slight shift in temperature accompanied the ethereal guest. Word of Emily's encounters with the unseen passenger spread through the city. Passengers who hailed her cab spoke of an unexplainable presence, a shared experience that left them simultaneously fascinated and unnerved. Some believed it to be a spirit longing for a final journey, while others speculated it was a guardian angel watching over the city's streets. Determined to uncover the truth, Emily embarked on a quest to understand the enigma of the unseen passenger. She sought guidance from paranormal experts, delved into books and ancient folklore, and connected with individuals who had encountered similar phenomena. Through her tireless pursuit, Emily discovered that the unseen passenger was not a harbinger of doom, but a companion on a spiritual journey, a reminder of the interconnectedness of the human experience. It was said that the entity chose specific drivers, drawn to their empathetic nature and their capacity to listen to the unspoken stories of strangers. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Emily embraced her role as a conduit between the seen and the unseen. She opened her heart and mind, offering solace and comfort to those who crossed her path. Passengers found solace in her cab, sharing their joys, sorrows, and deepest secrets, knowing that their unseen confidant was present. Emily's taxi became a sanctuary, a space where people could unburden themselves and find solace in the embrace of the unseen passenger. Through tears and laughter, healing and connection, she became a beacon of light in the city, leaving a lasting impact on those she encountered. As the years passed, Emily's story became legendary, a tale of compassion, empathy, and the extraordinary bond between the seen and the unseen. The legend of the unseen passenger continued to captivate hearts, reminding people that sometimes the most profound connections are formed with those we cannot see, yet who walk alongside us in the journey of life. Number 5. The Road to Nowhere. In the heartland of a forgotten region, there lay a desolate road shrouded in mystery and whispered tales. The road to nowhere. It snaked its way through barren landscapes, leading travelers to a destination that existed only in their imagination. It was a road that defied maps and navigation systems, confounding all who dared to venture upon it. One fateful day, a wanderer named Jack found himself at a crossroads in his life. He yearned for a new beginning, an escape from the mundane. Fueled by a sense of adventure, he set out on a journey, his compass pointing him towards the enigmatic road to nowhere. As Jack traveled down the winding path, he felt a strange sensation, a disorienting mix of excitement and trepidation. The road seemed to stretch endlessly before him, devoid of landmarks or signs of life. Yet, an inexplicable pull urged him to continue, to unravel the mysteries that lay ahead. Days turned into weeks, and Jack's supplies dwindled. Yet, the road to nowhere showed no signs of relenting. It seemed to have a life of its own, leading him deeper into the unknown. Doubts gnawed at his mind, but a stubborn determination kept him going, as he believed that the road held the answers he sought. As he pressed on, the landscape transformed, becoming an ever-shifting tableau of surreal beauty. Mountains rose and fell, rivers flowed backward, and the sun and moon danced in a celestial ballet. Reality blended with dreams, and Jack questioned whether he had stepped into a different dimension altogether. Amidst the chaos of the ever-changing scenery, Jack encountered other lost souls, travelers who had also succumbed to the allure of the road to nowhere. They shared their stories, tales of hope and despair, of lost loves and shattered dreams. Together, they formed a community bound by their shared quest for meaning. As time passed, Jack began to realize that the road to nowhere was not about reaching a physical destination, but rather a transformative inner journey. It was a road that tested one's resolve, challenged perceptions, and forced introspection. It revealed the depths of human resilience and the capacity for self-discovery. In the company of his fellow wanderers, Jack faced his fears, confronted his past, and embraced the present moment. They learned to find solace in the uncertainty, to cherish the fleeting beauty of each passing landscape, and to trust in the invisible forces that guided their steps. And then, one day, when Jack least expected it, the road to nowhere revealed its secret, a simple signpost that read, "Beginnings and Endings." In that moment, Jack understood that the road had served its purpose. It had led him to the realization that life itself was an ever-unfolding journey, where beginnings and endings intertwined, and where the destination mattered less than the experiences along the way. With newfound wisdom and a heart filled with gratitude, Jack bid farewell to the road to nowhere and its enchanting mysteries. He emerged a changed man, carrying the stories and lessons of his fellow travelers within him. And as he ventured forth, his path meandered through new landscapes, no longer bound by a road, but propelled by the spirit of adventure and a profound appreciation for the journey itself. Number 6. The Demonic Car Chase. In the darkness of a moonless night, where shadows twisted and danced with malicious intent, there unfolded a tale of a demonic car chase. a harrowing encounter that defied the boundaries of the mortal realm. It was a story whispered in hushed tones, a cautionary tale that sent chills down the spines of those who dared to listen. Amelia, a young woman with a taste for thrill-seeking, found herself drawn to the mysteries of the supernatural. Her insatiable curiosity led her to delve into forbidden knowledge, stumbling upon a forbidden ritual that promised an encounter with the otherworldly. Fueled by a mixture of fascination and trepidation, Amelia followed the ancient instructions, unknowingly awakening a malevolent force, a demonic entity that hungered for chaos and destruction. It materialized in the form of a sleek, obsidian black car, its engine growling with an otherworldly intensity. As Amelia stepped outside her home, she was met with the sight of the demonic car, its headlights piercing the darkness like the eyes of a predator. Without warning, the vehicle sprang to life, hurtling towards her with a supernatural speed that defied logic. Fear gripped Amelia's heart as she sprinted for her own car, desperate to escape the relentless pursuit. The demonic car matched her every move, its presence filling the air with a suffocating malevolence. It seemed to defy the laws of physics, maneuvering effortlessly through obstacles and narrowing the distance between them with each passing moment. Amelia's heart pounded in her chest as she weaved through the city streets, the demonic car a constant presence in her rearview mirror. Its unholy engine roared, drowning out her pleas for mercy, as if reveling in her terror. No matter how fast she drove or how sharp her turns, the demonic car remained relentless, its pursuit unyielding. As the chase continued, Amelia's desperation grew. She searched her mind for any means of escape, any way to sever the supernatural tether that bound her to the demonic car. With a surge of courage, she veered off the main road, venturing into the abandoned outskirts of the city. Through desolate streets and forgotten alleys, Amelia's car careened, desperately trying to shake off the demonic pursuer. The landscape transformed into a nightmarish maze, with twisted buildings and flickering streetlights that seemed to mock her futile attempts to escape. Just when all hope seemed lost, Amelia glimpsed a flicker of light. A dilapidated church on the horizon, its spire reaching towards the heavens. Instinctively, she knew it was her only chance for salvation, a place where the demonic presence could be confronted. With a final burst of adrenaline, Amelia raced towards the sanctuary of the church, her heart pounding in her ears. As she crossed the threshold, the demonic car screeched to a halt, unable to follow. A powerful force repelled it, its malevolence contained by the sanctity of the holy ground. Breathing a sigh of relief, Amelia collapsed to her knees, her body trembling with exhaustion and gratitude. She had survived the demonic car chase, escaping the clutches of an infernal presence that hungered for her soul. From that day forward, Amelia became a guardian of the tale, a voice of warning to those who sought to meddle with the supernatural. She shared her harrowing experience, cautioning others against delving into forbidden knowledge and awakening forces beyond their control. And as the legend of the demonic car chase spread, it served as a reminder that some desires were better left unexplored, some mysteries best left unsolved. For in the pursuit of forbidden knowledge, one may unwittingly unleash powers that can drive them to the very edge of their sanity. Number 7. The Haunted Rest Stop. On a moonlit night, a group of friends embarked on a road trip, their laughter and excitement filling the air. As they journeyed through winding roads and endless stretches of highway, fatigue crept in, and they longed for respite. A weathered sign directed them to a seemingly ordinary rest stop named Whispering Pines. Pulling into the desolate rest stop, the group noticed an eerie stillness that hung in the air. The flickering lampposts cast distorted shadows upon the cracked pavement. Ignoring the unease that tugged at their hearts, they parked their car and stepped into the silent night. Inside the dimly lit convenience store, the shelves were lined with dusty items, as if time had frozen within its walls. A sense of foreboding settled over the group as they exchanged nervous glances. Despite the unsettling atmosphere, They decided to push forward and make the best of their situation. As the night deepened, strange occurrences began to unfold. Whispers carried on the wind, barely audible but filled with sorrow and longing. The friends felt a chilling breeze brush against their skin, and the lights flickered with an otherworldly presence. In the restrooms they caught glimpses of fleeting apparitions in the mirror, their ghostly reflections staring back with hollow eyes. Cold hands caressed their shoulders, and phantom footsteps echoed through empty corridors, causing their hearts to race with fear. Determined to uncover the truth behind the haunting, they ventured further into the rest stop's depths. In a forgotten room, they discovered an old ledger filled with tales of tragedy and despair. It revealed that Whispering Pines was built upon an ancient burial ground, disturbing the spirits that once rested in peace. The restless spirits sought solace, reaching out from the ethereal realm to share their stories. The friends realized they had unwittingly become conduits for the lingering spirits, compelled to seek closure. With empathy and determination, they resolved to help the souls find their rest. Through research and communication, the friends unraveled the secrets of Whispering Pines. They uncovered the stories of lost souls who perished under tragic circumstances nearby. Each spirit carried their own unresolved pain and sought release. United in their quest, the friends held a solemn ceremony beneath the Whispering Pines that surrounded the rest stop. They offered prayers and words of compassion, releasing the spirits from their earthly attachment. As the final echoes of their chants faded, a profound stillness settled over the once haunted rest stop. Leaving behind the abandoned Whispering Pines, the friends knew they had not only experienced a haunting, but had played a role in bringing peace to restless souls. The rest stop remained a place of stories and memories, forever etched in their hearts as a reminder of the power of compassion and the connection between the living and the spirit world. Number 8. The Phantom Roadside Figures. On a desolate stretch of road where the veil between the living and the spirit world grew thin, there existed a haunting phenomenon, the appearance of phantom roadside figures. These ethereal entities, neither entirely human nor fully spectral, stood as silent sentinels along the abandoned highway, forever trapped between realms. Nathan, a seasoned traveler with a penchant for the unexplained, had heard rumors of these ghostly figures. Intrigued by the unknown, he embarked on a journey to witness the phenomenon firsthand. Armed with his camera and a heart brimming with curiosity, he set out to unravel the mystery of the phantom roadside figures. As Nathan drove along the isolated road, the atmosphere grew heavy with anticipation. The air seemed to hold its breath, as if aware of the impending encounter. And then, from the corner of his eye, he caught a glimpse of a figure. Pale, translucent, and seemingly disconnected from the physical world. Intrigued, Nathan pulled over, his camera at the ready. As he approached the figure, a chilling sensation crept up his spine, a reminder that he was standing on the precipice between the seen and the unseen. The phantom figure stood motionless, its features distorted and fading, yet an aura of melancholy surrounded it. Click after click, Nathan captured the essence of the roadside spectre. Each photograph told a story of forgotten souls, lost dreams, and unfinished journeys. The images resonated with a profound sense of longing, as if the figures yearned to be seen and remembered by the living. In his encounters with the phantom figures, Nathan discovered that they were not mere apparitions, but echoes of lives cut short, tragic tales suspended in time. They were remnants of accidents, lost travelers, and souls tethered to the earthly plane, unable to find their way home. Driven by compassion, Nathan delved deeper into the history of the road, uncovering forgotten tragedies and unsolved mysteries. He became a voice for the voiceless, seeking justice for the lives that had been silenced too soon. Through his photographs and storytelling, he shed light on the stories behind the phantom figures, honoring their existence and bringing closure to their fragmented narratives. But as Nathan continued his quest, he also began to question the nature of his own reality. The lines between the living and the spirit world blurred, and he found himself at the crossroads of his own existence. Was he merely an observer, capturing the essence of the phantom figures? Or was he becoming a part of their ethereal realm, forever connected to their stories? In the midst of his introspection, Nathan encountered a figure unlike any he had seen before. A spectral entity with a knowing smile and eyes that held the wisdom of ages. It reached out a translucent hand, beckoning him to follow. With a mixture of trepidation and curiosity, Nathan took the phantom's hand, ready to embrace the unknown. In that moment he became a part of the roadside lore, forever intertwined with the phantom figures and the stories they carried. From that day forward, Nathan's photographs told not only the tales of the lost souls, but also his own journey of discovery. He became a conduit between the realms, shedding light on the mysteries that lay hidden along the road, and reminding the world of the beauty and sorrow that coexist in the realm of the unseen. Number 9. The Otherworldly GP. In the age of advanced technology, where navigation systems guided travelers with precision, there emerged a legend of the Otherworldly GPS, a mysterious device that transcended the boundaries of the known world. It was said to possess the power to navigate realms beyond the physical, guiding explorers to places hidden from mortal eyes. Enter Sarah, an intrepid adventurer with an insatiable thirst for discovery. In her quest to uncover the secrets of the unknown, she stumbled upon whispers of the otherworldly jeeps, a device that promised to reveal hidden dimensions and uncharted territories. Driven by curiosity, she embarked on a journey to find this enigmatic tool and unlock the secrets it held. After tireless research and countless dead ends, Sarah finally obtained the otherworldly GPS, an intricate device adorned with arcane symbols and pulsating with an otherworldly energy. As she activated it, a soft hum filled the air, and the device came to life, projecting a holographic display unlike anything she had ever seen. With trepidation and excitement coursing through her veins, Sarah set her destination to a realm rumored to exist just beyond the veil of reality. As she followed the guidance of the otherworldly GPS, the world around her shifted, a subtle distortion that hinted at the convergence of multiple dimensions. Through interdimensional gateways and ethereal landscapes, Sarah ventured, her faith in the otherworldly jeeps guiding her every step. She encountered beings of light and shadow, witnessed breathtaking wonders beyond imagination, and discovered the wisdom hidden in the spaces between worlds. But with each leap into the unknown, Sarah felt a lingering sense of caution, a reminder that not all dimensions were benevolent. There were realms teeming with ancient forces and uncharted dangers, waiting to ensnare unsuspecting travelers. In her journey, Sarah encountered a sentient entity, a guardian of the multiverse who recognized her quest for knowledge and entrusted her with a sacred mission. The guardian bestowed upon her a final destination, a nexus point of all dimensions, where the mysteries of existence converged. Guided by the otherworldly jeeps and fueled by a determination born of wonder, Sarah pressed on, overcoming trials and tribulations that tested her resilience and resolve. The realm of the Nexus shimmered before her, a kaleidoscope of cosmic energies and infinite possibilities. As she reached the Nexus, a profound revelation washed over Sarah. She understood that the true power of the otherworldly GPS lay not in its ability to navigate the physical world, but in its capacity to ignite the spark of exploration within the human spirit. It was a reminder that there were still countless mysteries awaiting discovery, both within and beyond the realms of perception. With newfound wisdom and a heart filled with gratitude, Sarah bid farewell to the otherworldly GPS, knowing that its purpose had been fulfilled. She emerged from her journey forever changed, an ambassador between worlds, sharing tales of her adventures and inspiring others to embark on their own quests for knowledge and enlightenment. And so, the legend of the otherworldly GPs grew, a beacon of curiosity and exploration that guided intrepid souls to the edges of possibility and beyond. It stood as a testament to the boundless nature of human curiosity, forever reminding us that the universe is vast, mysterious, and waiting to be explored. Number 10. The final destination. In the darkest recesses of the human psyche, where fear and destiny intertwine, there exists a legend, a chilling tale of the final destination. It is whispered among those brave enough to acknowledge the fragility of life, a reminder that fate's hand can be swift and unforgiving. Olivia, a young woman with an unyielding spirit, found herself plagued by premonitions of impending doom. Visions of tragic accidents and untimely deaths haunted her every waking moment. Consumed by a sense of impending dread, she embarked on a race against time to alter the course of fate. As Olivia delved deeper into her premonitions, she discovered a pattern, a chain of events that linked seemingly unrelated occurrences. She realized that these visions were not random, but warnings from the ethereal realm, guiding her towards a greater purpose. Driven by a desperate desire to save lives, Olivia embarked on a mission to alter destiny's course. With each premonition, she sought to decipher the cryptic messages hidden within, determined to cheat death's design. In her relentless pursuit, Olivia gathered a group of like-minded individuals, strangers bound by the shared knowledge of their imminent demise. Together, they navigated a treacherous labyrinth of circumstances, their actions intertwined in a delicate dance with fate itself. But as they fought against the inexorable pull of destiny, a chilling realization dawned upon them. Each attempt to alter their fate seemed to beget a new set of consequences, unforeseen ripple effects that claimed lives in unexpected ways. Haunted by the weight of their actions and the ever-looming presence of death, Olivia and her companions questioned the limits of their power. They wondered if they were mere pawns in a cosmic game, where fate reveled in their struggles and taunted their attempts to break free. Yet, amid the chaos and uncertainty, a glimmer of hope emerged. Olivia and her fellow travelers began to uncover fragments of a grand design, a hidden purpose that connected their paths and wove their destinies together. They realized that their journey was not just about escaping death, but about embracing life and the interconnectedness of all beings. In a final, climactic confrontation with their fates, Olivia and her companions found themselves standing on the precipice of their greatest challenge. They were faced with a choice: to accept their destinies with resignation or to defy the inevitability that loomed before them. Summoning the strength of their collective spirit, they confronted the final destination head-on, determined to seize control of their own lives. In a battle against the forces of fate, they forged their own path, redefining the very concept of destiny. As the dust settled and the echoes of their struggle faded, Olivia and her companions emerged victorious. They had defied the odds, reshaped their destinies, and proven that the power to determine one's fate lies within the depths of human will. Their journey left an indelible mark on their souls, forever altering their perception of life and the fragility of existence. They carried the weight of their experiences, a reminder that in the face of adversity, hope and resilience can prevail. And as Olivia and her companions ventured forth into the unknown, they vowed to cherish each moment, to live with purpose and gratitude, and to embrace the fragility of life with open hearts. For they knew that in the tapestry of existence, the final destination was not a place of doom, but a reminder to seize every precious second and embrace the boundless possibilities that lay ahead.
I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to subscribe to Top 10 Horror. There's plenty more to come. I wish you farewell. Don't have nightmares.